Are you ready for what is about to hit America this week? Because what I am seeing on the weather models right now is absolutely unprecedented for mid-February. We talking record-shattering heat in some places, feet of snow in others, and a severe weather outbreak that's going to catch millions off guard. By the end of this forecast, you will know exactly when this massive weather shift hits your city. And trust me, you need to hear what is coming for Day 5. But first, let me show you something that's happening right now that has me genuinely concerned. As I am recording this on Sunday, February 15th, 2026, we have 9 simultaneous tornado warnings across Louisiana and Mississippi. 9 at the same time. And this is just the beginning of a week that's going to rewrite the weather history books. Here's what you need to know in the next 60 seconds. A monster ridge of high pressure is building across the central United States that's going to send temperatures soaring 30 to 40 degrees above normal. Chicago is going to hit the low 60s on Wednesday. The Nebraska Panhandle could see 70s. And Dallas? We are talking upper 80s, possibly touching 90 degrees. But here's the twist nobody is talking about. While the eastern two-thirds of America basks in this false spring, the West Coast is about to get absolutely hammered with an atmospheric river so intense, it's going to drop over 6 feet of snow in the Sierra Nevada mountains in just 48 hours. And at the 30-second mark, I promised you something important. Here it is. If you comment your city name right now, I'll give you the exact timing of when this weather pattern affects your area. Seriously, drop your location in the comments and I'll personally respond with your specific forecast timeline. Now let's break down exactly what's happening hour by hour, city by city, because the timing of this is absolutely critical. Let's start with what's unfolding right now across the southeast. At this very moment, a squall line is racing across southern Georgia with wind gusts over 60 miles per hour. Savannah, Georgia, you are about to get hit hard in the next 30 minutes. Jacksonville, Florida, you are next. This line of severe thunderstorms is packing quarter-size hail and the very real potential for tornadoes. Tallahassee, Gainesville, and Orlando, you are in the crosshairs for the next 2 to 3 hours. The Storm Prediction Center has issued a yellow slight risk area extending from southeastern Georgia through north-central Florida. What does that mean for you? If you were in Lakeland, Tampa, or anywhere along Interstate 4, you need to have your severe weather plan ready right now, not later. Now, here's the timeline for the southeast. The main squall line pushes through northern Florida between 2 p.m. and 6 p.m. Eastern Time today. Behind that, we've got post-frontal thunderstorms developing across middle and southern Georgia between 7 p.m. and 11 p.m. tonight. These storms are likely to be sub-severe, but we are still talking heavy downpours and frequent lightning. Charleston, South Carolina, you're getting the northern edge of this system between 8 p.m. and midnight tonight. The rain will be heavy, and we could see localized flooding in low-lying areas. Wilmington, North Carolina, same story, just a couple hours later between 10 p.m. tonight and 2 a.m. Monday morning. Virginia Beach and Norfolk, here's your timeline. The front arrives early Monday morning around 4 a.m. to 7 a.m. Expect heavy rain and gusty winds during the morning commute. Now, let us talk about the rainfall totals because they re-significant. Eastern Tennessee is looking at 2 to 3 inches of steady soaking rain through tonight. Upstate South Carolina, especially around Greenville and Spartanburg, you in the same boat, 2 to 3 inches. With the heaviest rain falling between 6 p.m. tonight and 3 a.m. Monday morning. North Carolina, particularly the Raleigh Durham area and the Triad, you looking at 1.5 to 2.5 inches. The marginal risk for excessive rainfall means some areas could see flash flooding, especially in urban areas and places with poor drainage. But here's where this story takes a dramatic turn. Once this storm system moves offshore Monday afternoon, all eyes turn westward, and what's brewing out west is going to dominate the weather headlines for the next 10 days. The West Coast is about to experience one of the most significant atmospheric river events of the entire winter season. And I'm not exaggerating. Let me give you the numbers and you tell me if this isn't historic. Los Angeles, I need you to pay very close attention. Monday, February 16th, starting around 10 a.m. Pacific time, you're going to see the first bands of heavy rain move in. But this isn't just rain. The Storm Prediction Center has issued a marginal risk for severe weather across Southern California. Let me say that again, severe weather in Los Angeles. When was the last time you heard that? Here's what makes this dangerous. We've got a strong low-level jet cranking up wind shear along the coast. This creates a spin cycle effect that can rotate storms coming off the ocean. Translation: waterspouts moving onshore as tornadoes, wind gusts over 60 miles per hour, and the potential for isolated supercell thunderstorms. San Diego, you were in the yellow zone too. Santa Barbara, Ventura, all the way up to the Sacramento Valley. Interstate 5 is included in this severe weather risk. The timing, Monday afternoon through Monday night, roughly 2 p.m. to 11 p.m. Pacific time. But the severe weather is just one part of this story. The rainfall is going to be absolutely torrential. Northwestern California, particularly around Eureka and the coastal ranges, you are looking at 10 to 15 inches of rain. Some isolated spots could see close to 20 inches by the time this is all said and done. That's almost 2 feet of rain. Southwestern Oregon, same story. Coos Bay, Brookings, you are in for a soaking. 10 to 15 inches over the next week. The flood risk is real, and if you are near any burn scar areas from previous wildfires, you need to be ready for debris flows and mudslides. San Francisco, your rain starts Monday morning around 8 a.m. and doesn't really let up until Wednesday afternoon. Total rainfall? 4 to 7 inches. The heaviest rain hits Monday night into Tuesday morning. The evening commute Monday is going to be a nightmare. Plan accordingly. Sacramento, you were looking at 3 to 5 inches starting Monday afternoon. The American River and Sacramento River are both going to rise significantly. We are not talking flood stage yet, but it is something to monitor. Now let's talk about the snow. And folks, when I show you these numbers, you might think I made a mistake. I didn't. These are the actual forecast totals. Mammoth Mountain, you're about to get absolutely buried. The forecast is calling for 5 to 7 feet of snow over the next 48 hours. That is 60 to 84 inches. Squaw Valley, Heavenly Kirkwood, all the major Sierra resorts, you re-looking at similar totals. This is a multi-day, feet-deep snow event. The snow starts Monday morning and doesn't let up until Wednesday. The heaviest snow falls Monday night through Tuesday. Snow rates could exceed 3 to 4 inches per hour during the peak of the storm. If you're replanning to drive over Donner Pass or any of the Sierra Passes, Don T, Interstate 80 is going to be a mess. Chain controls will be in effect, and even with chains, it's going to be dangerous. Reno, Nevada, you are on the edge of this. You'll see mostly rain in the valley, but the foothills just west of town could pick up 6 to 12 inches of snow. Let's move north to the Pacific Northwest. Seattle, your atmospheric river arrives Tuesday morning around 6 a.m. Rain, heavy at times, continues through Friday. Total rainfall in the city, 3 to 5 inches. The Cascades, that's where things get really interesting. Mount Baker, Stevens Pass, Snoqualmie Pass, you re-looking at 3 to 4 feet of snow. That 36 to 48 inches over a 4-day period from Tuesday through Friday. The snow level starts around 4,000 feet and gradually lowers to around 3,000 feet by Thursday. Portland, Oregon, you're in the same pattern. Rain in the city starting Tuesday afternoon, 2 to 4 inches total. But Mount Hood, 3 to 4 feet of snow. The gorge is going to be windy too. We re-talking east winds gusting to 50 miles per hour Tuesday night into Wednesday. Spokane, Washington, here's something interesting for you. You are cold enough that you are going to see all snow. 6 to 12 inches Tuesday through Wednesday. The snow starts Tuesday evening around 7 p.m. and continues through Wednesday afternoon. Boise, Idaho, you've been snow-starved all winter. Well, your drought is about to end. 1 to 2 feet of snow in the mountains just north of town. The city itself could see 4 to 8 inches Wednesday into Thursday. Salt Lake City, the Wasatch Range is going to cash in. Alta, Snowbird, Park City, you are looking at 2 to 3 feet. That's 24 to 36 inches from Tuesday night through Thursday. The best powder day is probably going to be Thursday morning. Denver, you've been waiting for snow all winter. It looks like you might finally get some as we head toward next weekend, February 21st and 22nd. It's not a done deal yet, but the models are hinting at a potential 6 to 12-inch snow event. More on that in a moment. Now let's pivot back east and talk about this incredible warmth that's going to dominate the week. Minneapolis, Minnesota, let me blow your mind. Sunday, February 15th, you are hitting the mid-60s. That's going to shatter the daily record. But here's the kicker. Your overnight low going into Tuesday morning, February 17th, 50 degrees. A 50-degree low temperature in Minneapolis in mid-February. When was the last time that happened? Sioux Falls, South Dakota. You are hitting 65 degrees today, Sunday. That record is going down, and you stay mild all week with highs in the 50s and 60s through Friday. Fargo, North Dakota, 60s today, then 50s through Wednesday. But hold on, because by Thursday, we need to talk about a major pattern shift that's going to affect you. Let me paint the picture across the upper Midwest for early week. This is a false spring of epic proportions. Des Moines, Iowa, here's your week. Monday, high of 62. Tuesday, high of 68. Wednesday, high of 65. Your overnight low Wednesday morning could be in the low 50s. That shorts and t-shirt weather in February. Omaha, Nebraska, similar story. Monday, 68 degrees. Tuesday, 76 degrees. Wednesday, 73 degrees. You're going to shatter daily records 3 days in a row. Lincoln, Nebraska. Tuesday is your big day. 77 degrees in February. Let that sink in. Kansas City, Missouri, you reflirting with 80 degrees on Tuesday. The forecast high is 78, but I wouldn't be surprised if you touch 80. Wednesday, you are at 75. Wichita, Kansas, you are going even warmer. Tuesday, 79 degrees. Wednesday, 81 degrees. The record for Wednesday is 74. You are going to demolish it. Oklahoma City, here's your timeline. Monday, 74 degrees. Tuesday, 79 degrees. Wednesday, 82 degrees. Thursday, we will talk about Thursday in a moment because things change dramatically. Tulsa, Oklahoma, Monday through Wednesday, you are in the upper 70s to low 80s. Enjoy it while it lasts. Now let's drop down to Texas, where this warmth is going to be absolutely ridiculous. Dallas-Fort Worth, you already set a record on Valentine's Day with heavy rain. This week, you resetting heat records. Monday, 83 degrees. Tuesday, 86 degrees. Wednesday, 85 degrees. Houston, URE, steamy. Monday, 84 degrees with high humidity. Tuesday, 87 degrees. Wednesday, 86 degrees. It's going to feel more like late April or early May than mid-February. San Antonio, URE, the hottest spot in Texas this week. Tuesday and Wednesday, URE hitting 90 degrees. 90. In February, South Texas is going to feel like summer. Austin, Monday through Wednesday, URE in the upper 80s. The UV index is going to be high, so if you spending time outside, wear sunscreen. I am not kidding. El Paso, you are warm too, but not record-breaking. Mid to upper 70s Monday through Wednesday. Lubbock, you are in the low to mid 80s, which is well above normal, but not quite record territory. Amarillo, Tuesday is your day. Low 80s, which could tie or break the record. Let's head to the south now. Little Rock, Arkansas, you are in the low to mid 80s Monday through Wednesday. Tuesday hits 84 degrees. Memphis, Tennessee, here is something wild. Your overnight low Wednesday morning could be 60 degrees, 60-degree low in February. Your Wednesday high reaches 78 degrees. Nashville, Tennessee, Monday and Tuesday, low to mid 70s. Wednesday, you jump to 76 degrees with a morning low around 58. In Birmingham, Alabama, you are in the upper 70s Monday through Wednesday. Expect 78 on Tuesday. Atlanta, Georgia, once the storms clear out Monday morning, you are looking at mid to upper 70s through Wednesday. Tuesday reaches 77 degrees. Jacksonville, Florida, after the severe weather moves out today, you are back to beautiful weather. Monday through Wednesday, low to mid 80s with sunshine. Miami, your business as usual. Mid 80s every day with a mix of sun and clouds. Tampa, St. Petersburg, upper 70s to low 80s after today's storms clear out. New Orleans, URE warm and humid. Monday through Wednesday, low to mid 80s. Wednesday morning is low temperature, could be in the mid 60s. Baton Rouge, similar to New Orleans. 80 to 84 degrees Monday through Wednesday. Let us move to the Midwest and Great Lakes. Chicago, this is where it gets really interesting. Monday, you hit 58 degrees. Tuesday, 60 degrees. But Wednesday, you reforecast to hit 63 degrees on the lakefront. Downtown Chicago, 63 degrees in mid-February. The record is 59. You re-crushing it. Milwaukee, you right there with Chicago. Monday, mid-50s. Tuesday, upper 50s. Wednesday, low 60s. Detroit, Monday and Tuesday, low to mid-50s. Wednesday, you jump to 58 degrees. Cleveland, you are in the upper 40s Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday, you hit 54 degrees. Indianapolis, Monday through Wednesday, you are in the low to mid-60s. Tuesday reaches 63 degrees. Cincinnati, similar to Indianapolis. Low to mid-60s Monday through Wednesday. St. Louis, you are one of the hot spots. Monday, 68 degrees. Tuesday, 72 degrees. Wednesday, you could hit 75 degrees. Your overnight low Wednesday morning might be 60 degrees. Now let us talk about the Northeast and Mid-Atlantic because you're getting in on this warmth too, just not quite as extreme. Pittsburgh, Monday and Tuesday, low to mid-50s. Wednesday, upper 50s. Columbus, Ohio, you are in the upper 50s Monday through Wednesday. Buffalo, New York, you are cooler because of Lake Erie, but still mild. Monday through Wednesday, mid to upper 40s. Rochester, New York, similar to Buffalo, upper 40s most of the week. New York City, Monday, mid 50s. Tuesday, upper 50s. Wednesday, you could touch 60 degrees in Central Park, Philadelphia, right in line with New York, mid to upper 50s, Monday through Wednesday. Washington, D.C., you are a touch warmer. Monday, upper 50s. Tuesday, low 60s. Wednesday, 63 degrees. Baltimore, similar to D.C. Low 60s, Tuesday and Wednesday, Boston, you're getting a storm system first. Today, Sunday, you might see a coating to an inch of snow as the southern storm brushes by. Then Monday through Wednesday, you are in the upper 40s to low 50s. That's still well above normal for mid-February. Providence, Rhode Island, same story as Boston. Hartford, Connecticut, upper 40s Monday through Wednesday. Portland, Maine, you are cooler, but still mild. Low to mid-40s Monday through Wednesday. Now here's where I need to tell you about the event that's going to change everything. Remember I told you at the beginning there was something coming on day 5? We are about to get there, but first let me talk about what all this warmth means for outdoor events happening this week. If you've got Daytona 500 plans, they actually moved the race up an hour today to 3:30 p.m. Eastern to beat the storms. Smart move. Spring training baseball in Florida and Arizona starts this week. Phoenix, you are perfect. 70 to 75 degrees all week. Tampa, Clearwater, once today, storms clear, you are gorgeous. Low 80s with sunshine. Mardi Gras preparations in New Orleans. You've got warm, humid conditions. Perfect parade weather Tuesday and Wednesday, but keep an eye on next weekend because we might have some rain moving back in. College basketball tournaments across the Midwest, you've got great weather for travel, clear skies, mild temperatures, early season golf tournaments in the South. Conditions are going to be fantastic once we get past today's storms. But now, let's talk about what happens Thursday and Friday, because this is where the pattern starts to crack. A strong cold front is going to come crashing south out of Canada Wednesday night into Thursday. And where that cold air meets the warm, humid air we've been talking about, we're going to see fireworks. Here's the timeline for the winter storm that develops mid to late week. It starts Wednesday night across the northern plains. Bismarck, North Dakota, light snow begins around 10 p.m. Wednesday. By Thursday morning, you are in a full-blown snowstorm. 6 to 10 inches of snow by Thursday night with the heaviest falling Thursday afternoon. Winds gusting to 40 miles per hour, creating near whiteout conditions. Grand Forks, North Dakota, same story. Wednesday night into Thursday, 6 to 10 inches with strong winds. Minot, North Dakota, slightly less snow. 4 to 8 inches, but still significant. Rapid City, South Dakota, you get clipped by the northern edge. 2 to 4 inches Wednesday night into Thursday morning. Now here, where it gets interesting. There's going to be a tight temperature gradient, which means ice. Duluth, Minnesota, this is where I am concerned. Wednesday night into Thursday morning, you start as rain, transition to freezing rain, then to sleet, then finally to snow. This mixed precipitation zone is going to create treacherous conditions. We could see a 1/4 inch of ice accumulation before the changeover to snow, then 4 to 6 inches of snow on top of that. Marquette, Michigan, in the Upper Peninsula, you're in the bullseye. Wednesday night starts as rain. Late Wednesday night, you transition to freezing rain. This is where we could see a 1/4 to a 1/2 inch of ice accumulation. Then Thursday morning, it changes to heavy snow. By Thursday night, you could have 6 to 10 inches of snow on top of that ice. This is a dangerous setup. Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan. Similar story. Ice. Wednesday night, then 6 to 8 inches of snow Thursday. Green Bay, Wisconsin. You are on the southern edge of the ice. Mostly rain Wednesday night, possibly some freezing rain very early Thursday, then a change to snow Thursday morning. 2 to 4 inches of snow total. This frontal boundary continues east Thursday. Marquette gets hit Thursday morning through Thursday night. The snow will be heavy at times with rates of 1 to 2 inches per hour during the height of the storm Thursday afternoon. By Thursday night, the snow shield spreads into upstate New York. Syracuse, New York, snow develops Thursday evening around 7 p.m. By Friday morning, you could have 4 to 6 inches on the ground. The snow continues Friday morning before tapering off Friday afternoon. Albany, New York, Thursday night into Friday morning, 3 to 5 inches. Burlington, Vermont, Thursday night, 3 to 5 inches. The snow spreads into northern New England Friday morning. Bangor, Maine, Friday morning through Friday afternoon, 3 to 5 inches. Now, south of this winter storm, we've got a different story, and this is the twist I promised you at minute 5. A line of thunderstorms is going to develop along that cold front Wednesday afternoon and evening across the upper Midwest. Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Wednesday afternoon between 3 p.m. and 8 p.m. scattered thunderstorms thunderstorms. Some could be strong with gusty winds and small hail. Chicago, Wednesday evening, 6 p.m. to midnight. Thunderstorms possibly strong. This is unusual for mid-February in Chicago, but the warmth and instability are going to be present. Detroit, Wednesday night, 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. Thursday. Scattered thunderstorms. Here's where it gets more serious. As this front sags south Thursday, the severe weather threat increases. Peoria, Illinois, Thursday afternoon and evening. Scattered thunderstorms, some possibly severe. Springfield, Illinois, Thursday evening, 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. Strong to severe thunderstorms possible. Indianapolis, Thursday evening into Thursday night. This is where the Storm Prediction Center might put up a slight risk. Strong thunderstorms, possibly a few severe storms with damaging winds. Dayton, Ohio, Thursday night, 7 p.m. to 1 a.m. Friday. Thunderstorms, some possibly strong. Columbus, Ohio, Thursday night, similar setup. Cincinnati, Thursday night into early Friday morning. Thunderstorms likely, some could be strong. Louisville, Kentucky, Thursday night, 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. Friday. Strong thunderstorms possible. Lexington, Kentucky, Thursday night into early Friday. Scattered strong storms. The severe weather threat continues across the Tennessee Valley and Ohio Valley Thursday night. Nashville, Tennessee, Thursday night thunderstorms. Some could produce gusty winds. Knoxville, Tennessee, Friday morning. Scattered thunderstorms as the front pushes through. By Friday, this front is pushing through the mid-Atlantic and southeast, but by then, it's losing its punch. Most areas just see rain. Now let's talk about what happens behind this front, because the temperature crash is going to be dramatic. Oklahoma City, remember those 80s on Wednesday? By Friday, your high is only 52 degrees. That is a 30-degree drop in 48 hours. Wichita, Kansas, Wednesday you were at 81, Friday you were at 48. That is a 33-degree drop. Kansas City, from 75 Wednesday to 46 Friday. But here's what's really interesting for next weekend. That cold air continues to sag south, and as it does, it's going to interact with some Gulf moisture. Saturday, February 21st into Sunday, February 22nd, we could see a wintry mix developing across the Central Plains. Lincoln, Nebraska, late Friday night into Saturday morning, watch for a period of snow. Accumulations of 2 to 4 inches possible before it mixes with and changes to rain Saturday afternoon. Topeka, Kansas, Friday night into Saturday, snow developing. This could be significant. 3 to 6 inches is on the table before a changeover to rain and sleet Saturday afternoon. Salina, Kansas, similar setup. 3 to 5 inches of snow possible. Here's the really interesting part. Far northern Oklahoma could see snowflakes. Enid, Oklahoma, Saturday morning, there's a chance of seeing wet snow mixing in. Any accumulation would be minor, maybe a trace to an inch, but the fact that we are even talking about snow in Oklahoma after hitting the low 80s earlier in the week tells you how dramatic this pattern change is. Ponca City, Oklahoma, same story. Saturday morning, wet snow possible. Even Oklahoma City has an outside chance of seeing a few wet snowflakes mix in Saturday morning, though accumulation is unlikely. Denver, I mentioned you earlier. Next weekend, Saturday into Sunday, you've got a decent shot at your first significant snow in a while. The European model is showing 6 to 12 inches. The GFS is a bit less aggressive at 4 to 8 inches. But either way, you're looking at plowable snow Saturday night into Sunday. Colorado Springs, you're typically snowier than Denver. 8 to 14 inches is possible next weekend. Cheyenne, Wyoming, Saturday through Sunday, 6 to 10 inches. Casper, Wyoming, this is where the snow really piles up next weekend. 10 to 16 inches possible. Billings, Montana, you've been waiting for snow all winter. Next week looks active for you. Multiple systems, potentially a foot or more of new snow by the end of next week. Great Falls, Montana, same story. Active pattern returning next week. Bozeman, Montana, the mountains around you are going to get buried. 2 to 3 feet possible in the higher elevations next week. Missoula, Montana, 1 to 2 feet in the mountains nearby. The valley could see 4 to 8 inches. Let me zoom out and give you the big picture for the rest of February and early March. The last week of February, from the 23rd through March 1st, the pattern features a trough in the west and a ridge in the east. This means continued active weather for the west, with multiple storms bringing rain and mountain snow. The eastern two-thirds of the country will be warmer than normal, but not as extreme as this week. Think 5 to 15 degrees above normal rather than 30 to 40. The northern tier from Montana through Minnesota to Maine will see repeated clipper systems bringing frequent light to moderate snow. Nothing huge, but enough to keep things wintry. The severe weather threat shifts to the deep south during this period. The The Tennessee Valley from northern Mississippi through Alabama and into Georgia needs to watch for potential severe weather late next week around February 23rd through 25th. As we move into the first week of March, the pattern becomes more volatile. The trough in the west starts to dive into the Central Plains, which opens the door for bigger storm systems. March 2nd through 8th looks active for the middle of the country. The ingredients come together for potential major storm systems capable of producing heavy snow across the northern plains, upper Midwest, and Great Lakes. For those of you interested in severe weather season, we are only about 5 to 6 weeks away from being right in the heart of it. Historically, March 15th through March 31st is when severe weather activity really starts to ramp up across the southern plains and Gulf Coast states. Let me give you specific city forecasts for some of the major February outdoor events. The Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo runs through mid-March. This week, warm and humid with a chance of thunderstorms today, Sunday. Then mostly dry and warm Monday through Friday with temperatures in the mid to upper 80s. Next weekend looks unsettled with a chance of rain and thunderstorms. Spring training venues across Florida. Fort Myers, warm and humid all week, low to mid 80s after today. Storms clear. Clearwater and Dunedin, same story. Lakeland, Jupiter, Port St. Lucie, all beautiful after today. Arizona spring training sites, Phoenix, Scottsdale, Glendale, Peoria, all fantastic. 70 to 75 degrees all week with sunshine. Winter festivals across the upper Midwest and New England. If you've got ice fishing tournaments or winter carnivals planned for next weekend, that Thursday-Friday winter storm could impact activities from Minnesota through Michigan to northern New England. Ski conditions. Western resorts are about to go off. This week, storm is dropping multiple feet at virtually every resort from Washington to New Mexico. Powder days for days, folks. Eastern resorts, you are hit or miss. The mild weather this week isn't great for snow conditions, but that Friday system brings snow to Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. Now let me address the question I know some of you are asking. Is this warmth unusual? Yes and no. False springs happen in February. We've seen them before. But the magnitude of this warmth, with temperatures 30 to 40 degrees above normal, is definitely on the extreme end. When you resetting record highs 3, 4, 5 days in a row across multiple states, that's noteworthy. The atmospheric river hitting California is also significant, but again, not unprecedented. California has seen bigger ARs, but this one is unique in its potential to produce severe weather, which is rare for the West Coast. What about climate? Look, I'm a meteorologist, not a climatologist, but I can tell you that the data shows these big temperature swings are becoming more common. Whether you attribute that to natural variability, climate change, or some combination, the reality is we are seeing more frequent extreme events. What does this mean for spring? It's too early to say with certainty, but typically when we see a pattern like this in mid to late February, with a very active southern branch of the jet stream, it often portends an active spring severe weather season. The Gulf of Mexico is warmer than normal, which provides more fuel for storms. The jet stream pattern is volatile, which creates the wind shear needed for severe weather. My early thinking is that March and April could be quite active for severe weather across the South and Midwest, but we'll have much more specific forecasts as we get closer. Drought update. California and the entire West Coast, your drought is over. Done. Finished. The amount of precipitation falling over the next week eliminates any remaining drought concerns. The snowpack in the Sierra is going to be near or above normal, which is fantastic for water supply heading into summer. The Northern Rockies, you've been in drought all winter. This pattern change bringing multiple storms next week is exactly what you need. Montana, Idaho, Wyoming, you are finally getting relief. The Southwest remains in drought. Arizona, New Mexico, you need more than what this pattern is offering. You need sustained monsoon moisture this summer. The southern plains, parts of Texas, Oklahoma, and Kansas remain abnormally dry despite the recent rains. You need more sustained rainfall over the next few months. Now let's talk about river flooding concerns. With all this snow in the mountains, what happens when it melts? The good news is it's only mid-February. The snowpack has months to melt gradually. The bad news is if we get a rapid warm-up in April or May with heavy rain on top of melting snow, flooding becomes a major concern. Rivers to watch this spring include the Sacramento River in California, the Snake River in Idaho, the Yellowstone River in Montana, and potentially the Missouri River depending on how the plains snowpack develops. For now, river levels are generally below flood stage across most of the country. but this is something we'll be monitoring closely as we head towards spring. Fire weather. With all the rain in California, fire season is delayed, which is great. The vegetation is going to green up nicely. But here's the thing about California. All that rain means all that vegetation growth. If we then go into a dry summer and fall, all that vegetation dries out and becomes fuel. So the wet winter could actually set up a worse fire season later in the year if the summer is dry. Time will tell. Let me wrap up with specific timing for the major events this week because I know that's what a lot of you want, Monday, February 16th. The main story is the atmospheric river hitting California. Heavy rain on the coast, heavy snow in the mountains, severe weather possible in Southern California afternoon and evening. Elsewhere, warm and quiet. Tuesday, February 17th. The atmospheric river continues. Peak rainfall rates in Northern California. Record high temperatures across the plains and Midwest. Chicago, St. Louis, Kansas City, you are all setting records. Wednesday, February 18th. Still active in the West. The warmth peaks across the central and eastern U.S. This is your warmest day. By Wednesday evening, the cold front arrives in the northern plains. Thursday, February 19th. Winter storm across the upper Midwest. Ice concerns from Duluth to Marquette. Thunderstorms from Chicago to Indianapolis to Louisville. The front pushes south. Temperatures start to drop behind it. Friday, February 20th. Snow continues across the upper Midwest into northern New England. Thunderstorms shift to the Ohio Valley and Tennessee Valley. Much cooler air filters into the plains. Saturday, February 21st. Potential wintry mix across Kansas and Nebraska. Snow possible in Denver and the Colorado Front Range. The southeast sees rain from the next system. Sunday, February 22nd. Active weather continues in the Rockies. The plains start to dry out. The east stays mild. Looking ahead to next week, February 23rd through 28th, the west stays active with multiple storms. The east trends warmer again, but not as extreme as this week. The middle of the country sees more typical late February weather with occasional disturbances bringing rain and snow to different areas. All right, folks, I know that was a lot of information, but here's what you need to remember. This week is all about extremes. Record warmth in the central and eastern U.S., particularly Tuesday and Wednesday. Dangerous atmospheric river conditions on the west coast, Monday through Wednesday. A significant winter storm Thursday across the upper Midwest with ice and snow. Potential severe weather Wednesday night through Friday across the Midwest and Ohio Valley. If you haven't already, comment your city below and I'll give you specific timing for your area. I am going through the comments and responding to as many as I can. Tomorrow I am going to have an updated forecast focusing specifically on that severe weather threat Wednesday and Thursday and the winter storm. The models are going to come into better agreement overnight and I'll have more precise timing and locations. Tuesday's forecast is going to focus on the record warmth and what it means for the rest of the week. Plus, I'll have an update on the California situation. Wednesday, I'll be tracking that cold front in real time and the severe weather as it develops. The forecast changes daily, sometimes hourly, so make sure you rechecking back for updates. This is a very dynamic pattern and small shifts in timing can mean big differences in what you experience locally. Stay safe out there. If you in an area expecting severe weather, have multiple ways to receive warnings. A weather radio, your phone, a weather app. Don't rely on just one. If you in the snow zone, prepare now. Stock up on supplies. Make sure you have a snow shovel, ice melt, extra food, and water. If the power goes out, are you ready? If you traveling this week, build in extra time. Flights could be delayed due to weather on both coasts. Driving conditions could deteriorate rapidly Thursday across the upper Midwest. This is going to be a week for the weather history books. Multiple cities setting multiple records. Feet of snow in some places while others break heat records. Severe weather in unusual locations. It's all happening this week. Now let me give you even more specific city-by-city breakdowns because I know you want the details for your exact location. Let's start with more Texas cities because that where some of the most extreme warmth is going to be. Abilene, Texas. Monday, at 81 degrees. Tuesday, 84 degrees. Wednesday, 83 degrees. Then Thursday, the front arrives and you drop to 71. Friday, only 68. That's a 15-degree drop from your peak. Midland, Odessa, you are in the Permian Basin. Monday, 79 degrees. Tuesday and Wednesday, low 80s. Very warm for mid-February. Thursday, the front arrives late, so you are still at 78. Friday, you crash to 63 degrees. Corpus Christi, you are on the coast, so you stay a touch cooler than inland. Monday through Wednesday, low to mid-80s with a sea breeze in the afternoons. Beautiful beach weather. Brownsville, far south Texas, you are the hottest spot. Tuesday and Wednesday, you could hit 92 degrees. That's approaching record territory. The humidity will be high too, so it'll feel tropical. Laredo, another hot spot. Tuesday, 91 degrees. Wednesday, 90 degrees. This is summer heat in winter. McAllen, similar to Brownsville, low 90s Tuesday and Wednesday with high humidity. Now let's hit more cities across the south that I haven't covered yet. Jackson, Mississippi. After the storms clear out Monday, you are looking at mid to upper 70s through Wednesday. Tuesday hits 78 degrees with a morning low around 60. Shreveport, Louisiana, Monday through Wednesday, low 80s. Very warm and humid. Wednesday morning S-low could be in the mid-60s. Monroe, Louisiana, similar to Shreveport. Low 80s with humid conditions. Mobile, Alabama, once the storms pass, you're in the upper 70s to around 80 degrees through Wednesday. High humidity makes it feel sticky. Montgomery, Alabama, mid to upper 70s Monday through Wednesday. Tuesday reaches 79 degrees. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, 75 to 78 degrees Monday through Wednesday. Huntsville, Alabama, you are a bit cooler being further north. Low to mid-70s through Wednesday. Chattanooga, Tennessee, Monday and Tuesday, low 70s. Wednesday, you jump to 75 degrees. Augusta, Georgia, after the storms Monday morning, you are looking at mid to upper 70s through Wednesday. Savannah, Georgia, once your severe weather clears this afternoon, the rest of the week is beautiful. Upper 70s to around 80 degrees Monday through Wednesday. Columbia, South Carolina, Monday and Tuesday, mid-70s. Wednesday, upper 70s. Greenville, South Carolina, after heavy rain tonight, you dry out Monday. Temperatures in the low to mid-70s through Wednesday. Charlotte, North Carolina, the rain clears Monday morning. Then you are in the low to mid-70s Monday through Wednesday. Very pleasant. Greensboro, North Carolina, similar to Charlotte. Low 70s Monday and Tuesday, mid-70s Wednesday. Raleigh, Durham, after rain Sunday night into Monday morning, URE dry. Monday and Tuesday, low 70s. Wednesday, mid-70s. Fayetteville, North Carolina, 70 to 75 degrees Monday through Wednesday. Wilmington, North Carolina, the coastal location keeps you a touch cooler. Upper 60s to low 70s through the week. Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, upper 60s Monday, low 70s Tuesday and Wednesday. Hilton Head, South Carolina, similar to Myrtle Beach. Low 70s midweek. Now let's cover more cities in the mid-Atlantic and Northeast that I glossed over. Richmond, Virginia, Monday, upper 50s. Tuesday, low 60s. Wednesday, mid-60s. Very nice for February. Norfolk, Virginia Beach, Monday, upper 50s. Tuesday, low 60s. Wednesday, 63 to 65 degrees. Roanoke, Virginia, Monday and Tuesday, mid to upper 50s. Wednesday, around 60 degrees. Charlottesville, Virginia, similar to Roanoke, mid to upper 50s. Monday and Tuesday, around 60 Wednesday. Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, Monday, mid-50s. Tuesday, upper 50s. Wednesday, around 60 degrees. Scranton, Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. Monday and Tuesday, low to mid-50s. Wednesday, upper 50s. Allentown, Pennsylvania, Monday, mid-50s. Tuesday, upper 50s. Wednesday, around 60. Trenton, New Jersey, right between Philly and New York. Monday, mid-50s. Tuesday, upper 50s. Wednesday, around 60 degrees. Atlantic City, New Jersey, the ocean influence keeps you slightly cooler. Monday, low to mid-50s. Tuesday, mid to upper 50s. Wednesday, upper 50s to around 60. Newark, New Jersey, tracking with New York City. Mid to upper 50s, Monday through Wednesday. Bridgeport, Connecticut, Monday, low to mid-50s. Tuesday, mid to upper 50s. Wednesday, upper 50s. New Haven, Connecticut, similar to Bridgeport and Hartford. Low to mid-50s Monday and Tuesday, upper 50s Wednesday. Springfield, Massachusetts, Monday, upper 40s to around 50. Tuesday, low to mid-50s. Wednesday, mid to upper 50s. Worcester, Massachusetts, Monday, upper 40s. Tuesday, low 50s. Wednesday, mid-50s. Manchester, New Hampshire, Monday, mid to upper 40s. Tuesday, around 50. Wednesday, low to mid-50s. Concord, New Hampshire, similar to Manchester. Upper 40s to low 50s through the week. Burlington, Vermont, Monday, mid-40s. Tuesday, upper 40s. Wednesday, around 50. Then Thursday night into Friday, you get that snow I mentioned. 3 to 5 inches. Let's cover more Midwest cities now. Grand Rapids, Michigan, Monday, low 50s. Tuesday, mid-50s. Wednesday, upper 50s. Then Thursday, you could see some rain mixing with snow as that system moves through. Lansing, Michigan, Monday through Wednesday, low to mid-50s. Thursday brings a chance of rain and snow mix. Ann Arbor, Michigan, similar to Detroit, low to mid-50s, Monday through Wednesday. Flint, Michigan, Monday through Wednesday, around 50 to 55 degrees. Traverse City, Michigan, you are cooler being further north, Monday through Wednesday, mid to upper 40s. Thursday, you get into that snow shield with 2 to 4 inches possible. Sault Ste. Marie, I mentioned you earlier with that ice threat Wednesday night into Thursday. After that ice, you get 6 to 8 inches of snow Thursday. Very dangerous travel conditions expected. Green Bay, I covered you in the winter storm section. 2 to 4 inches of snow Thursday after some ice early in the day. Madison, Wisconsin, Monday, upper 50s. Tuesday, around 60. Wednesday, low 60s. Then Thursday, scattered thunderstorms possible before temperatures drop. La Crosse, Wisconsin, Monday through Wednesday, mid to upper 50s. Thursday, chance of thunderstorms, then turning colder. Eau Claire, Wisconsin, similar to La Crosse, mid to upper 50s through Wednesday. Duluth, Minnesota, I talked about your ice threat. Let me give you the full timeline. Monday, 55 degrees. Can you believe that? 55 in Duluth in February. Tuesday, low 50s. Wednesday, upper 40s. Wednesday night, rain develops around 8 p.m. By midnight, that rain transitions to freezing rain. The freezing rain continues until about 6 a.m. Thursday. Ice accumulation of a quarter inch, possibly up to a half inch in some spots. Then Thursday morning around 7 a.m. it transitions to snow. Heavy snow Thursday afternoon. By Thursday night, you have 6 to 8 inches of snow on top of that ice. This is a significant, dangerous winter storm for you. Rochester, Minnesota, Monday, low 60s. Tuesday, mid-60s. Wednesday, low 60s. Wednesday night, rain develops. Thursday morning, rain mixes with and changes to snow. 4 to 6 inches of snow possible. Thursday into Thursday night. St. Cloud, Minnesota, Monday through Wednesday, mid to upper 50s. Wednesday night, rain changes to snow. Thursday, 4 to 8 inches of snow. Sioux City, Iowa. I mentioned your warmth already, but let me add more detail. Monday, 65 degrees. Tuesday, 70 degrees. Wednesday, 68 degrees. Your overnight low Wednesday morning is 52 degrees. Thursday, the front arrives and you drop to 52 for a high. Friday, only 46. Cedar Rapids, Iowa, Monday, 60 degrees. Tuesday, 65 degrees. Wednesday, 63 degrees. Thursday, showers and thunderstorms possible, then turning cooler. Waterloo, Iowa, similar to Cedar Rapids, low to mid-60s Monday through Wednesday. Quad Cities, Iowa, Illinois border, Monday 62 degrees, Tuesday 67 degrees, Wednesday 65 degrees. Peoria, Illinois, I mentioned your severe weather threat Thursday. Monday through Wednesday, you are in the low to mid-60s, very warm. Then Thursday afternoon and evening, scattered thunderstorms develop, some possibly severe with gusty winds. Rockford, Illinois, Monday, upper 50s. Tuesday, around 60. Wednesday, low 60s. Thursday, thunderstorms possible. Champaign-Urbana, Illinois, Monday through Wednesday, low to mid-60s. Springfield, Illinois, Monday, 64 degrees. Tuesday, 68 degrees. Wednesday, 66 degrees. Thursday evening, 5 p.m. to 11 p.m., strong to severe thunderstorms are possible. This is one of the spots I am most concerned about for severe weather Thursday. Bloomington Normal, Illinois, similar to Springfield. Mid-60s Monday through Wednesday, then severe weather threat Thursday evening. Fort Wayne, Indiana, Monday, upper 50s. Tuesday, low 60s. Wednesday, mid-60s. Thursday evening, thunderstorm threat. Evansville, Indiana, Monday, low 60s. Tuesday, mid-60s. Wednesday, mid-60s. Thursday night, strong thunderstorms possible. South Bend, Indiana, Monday, mid-50s. Tuesday, upper 50s. Wednesday, around 60. Thursday, rain and thunderstorms. Terre Haute, Indiana, Monday through Wednesday, low to mid-60s. Thursday, severe weather threat. Lafayette, Indiana, similar to Indianapolis, low to mid-60s through Wednesday. Muncie, Indiana, Monday through Wednesday, around 60 degrees. Now let me cover more Ohio cities. Toledo, Ohio, Monday, mid-50s. Tuesday, upper 50s. Wednesday, around 60. Thursday night, thunderstorms move through. Akron, Ohio, Monday, low to mid-50s. Tuesday, mid to upper 50s. Wednesday, upper 50s. Thursday night, rain and possible thunderstorms. Youngstown, Ohio, similar to Akron, low to mid-50s through the week. Canton, Ohio, Monday through Wednesday, mid-50s. Dayton, I mentioned you earlier, Monday through Wednesday, upper 50s to low 60s. Thursday night, 7 p.m. to 1 a.m. Friday, thunderstorms likely, some possibly strong with gusty winds. Lima, Ohio, Monday through Wednesday, mid to upper 50s. Mansfield, Ohio, Monday through Wednesday, low to mid-50s. More Kentucky cities, Bowling Green, Kentucky, Monday, low 60s. Tuesday, mid-60s. Wednesday, mid to upper 60s. Thursday night, strong thunderstorms possible, Paducah, Kentucky, at the convergence of several rivers. Monday through Wednesday, low to mid-60s. Your overnight low Wednesday morning could approach 60 degrees. Thursday night, strong thunderstorms likely. Owensboro, Kentucky, similar to Paducah, low to mid-60s through Wednesday. Covington, Kentucky, across the river from Cincinnati. Temperatures similar to Cincinnati. Now let us cover more Tennessee cities in detail. Knoxville, Monday and Tuesday, low 70s. Wednesday, mid-70s. Friday morning, scattered thunderstorms as the cold front pushes through. Clarksville, Tennessee, Monday through Wednesday, mid-70s. Johnson City, Tennessee, in the eastern part of the state. Monday and Tuesday, upper 60s. Wednesday, low 70s. Murfreesboro, Tennessee, just south of Nashville. Similar temps to Nashville, low to mid-70s through Wednesday. Jackson, Tennessee, Monday through Wednesday, mid to upper 70s. Let me give you more detailed forecasts for the Plain States. Pierre, South Dakota, Monday, low 60s. Tuesday, mid-60s. Wednesday, around 60. Thursday, much cooler, only mid-40s as the front moves through. Aberdeen, South Dakota, Monday, low 60s. Tuesday, low 60s. Wednesday, upper 50s. Thursday, mid-40s with increasing clouds. Watertown, South Dakota, similar to Aberdeen, around 60 Monday through Wednesday. Brookings, South Dakota, Monday through Wednesday, low 60s. Mitchell, South Dakota, Monday through Wednesday, low to mid-60s. Now more Nebraska cities since you in that extreme warmth zone. Grand Island, Nebraska, Monday, 68 degrees. Tuesday, 75 degrees. Wednesday, 73 degrees. That's incredible for February. Thursday, you drop to 53. Friday, 48. North Platte, Nebraska, Monday, 67 degrees. Tuesday, 74 degrees. Wednesday, 72 degrees. Scottsbluff, Nebraska, in the Panhandle. Monday, 64 degrees. Tuesday, 70 degrees. Wednesday, 68 degrees. Kearney, Nebraska, Monday, 68 degrees. Tuesday, 76 degrees. Wednesday, 74 degrees. Hastings, Nebraska, similar to Grand Island, mid to upper 70s Tuesday and Wednesday. More Kansas cities. Manhattan, Kansas, Monday, 72 degrees. Tuesday, 77 degrees. Wednesday, 79 degrees. Lawrence, Kansas, Monday, 73 degrees. Tuesday, 78 degrees. Wednesday, 79 degrees. Garden City, Kansas, in western Kansas. Monday, 70 degrees. Tuesday, 76 degrees. Wednesday, 77 degrees. Then that weekend system I mentioned could bring you wet snow Saturday morning. Dodge City, Kansas, Monday, 71 degrees. Tuesday, 77 degrees. Wednesday, 78 degrees. Hutchinson, Kansas, Monday, 71 degrees. Tuesday, 77 degrees. Wednesday, 78 degrees. Liberal, Kansas, Monday, 73 degrees. Tuesday, 78 degrees. Wednesday, 79 degrees. More Missouri cities. Columbia, Missouri, Monday, 67 degrees. Tuesday, 71 degrees. Wednesday, 73 degrees. Springfield, Missouri, Monday, 69 degrees. Tuesday, 74 degrees. Wednesday, 76 degrees. Joplin, Missouri, Monday, 69 degrees. Tuesday, 75 degrees. Wednesday, 77 degrees. Jefferson City, Monday, 67 degrees. Tuesday, 71 degrees. Wednesday, 73 degrees. St. Joseph, Missouri, Monday, 70 degrees. Tuesday, 75 degrees. Wednesday, 76 degrees. Cape Girardeau, Missouri, Monday, 68 degrees. Tuesday, 73 degrees. Wednesday, 75 degrees. Now more Oklahoma cities. Lawton, Oklahoma, Monday, 75 degrees. Tuesday, 80 degrees. Wednesday, 81 degrees. Norman, Oklahoma, Monday, 74 degrees. Tuesday, 79 degrees. Wednesday, 82 degrees. Stillwater, Oklahoma, Monday, 73 degrees. Tuesday, 78 degrees. Wednesday, 81 degrees. Ardmore, Oklahoma, Monday, 75 degrees. Tuesday, 80 degrees. Wednesday, 82 degrees. Enid, I mentioned you in the context of that possible weekend snow. Monday through Wednesday, you are in the mid to upper 70s. Very warm. Then Saturday morning, there's a legitimate chance of wet snow mixing in. This would be quite a change from the 80s earlier in the week. Ponca City, similar to Enid. Mid to upper 70s early week. Potential wet snow Saturday morning. More Arkansas cities. Fayetteville, Arkansas, Monday 70 degrees. Tuesday 75 degrees. Wednesday 77 degrees. Fort Smith, Arkansas, Monday 72 degrees. Tuesday 77 degrees. Wednesday 79 degrees. Jonesboro, Arkansas, Monday 71 degrees. Tuesday 76 degrees. Wednesday 78 degrees. Pine Bluff, Arkansas, Monday 73 degrees. Tuesday 78 degrees. Wednesday 80 degrees. Hot Springs, Arkansas, Monday 72 degrees. Tuesday 77 degrees. Wednesday 79 degrees. Texarkana on the Texas-Arkansas border, Monday 74 degrees. Tuesday 79 degrees. Wednesday, 81 degrees. Now let's cover more western cities in detail. Albuquerque, New Mexico, you're not getting much from this pattern. Monday through Wednesday, mid to upper 50s. Still pleasant, but nothing extreme. You remain in drought and really need moisture. Santa Fe, New Mexico, Monday through Wednesday, low to mid 50s. The mountains nearby could see some light snow later in the week. Las Cruces, New Mexico, Monday through Wednesday, low to mid 60s. Farmington, New Mexico, Monday through Wednesday, upper 40s to low 50s. Flagstaff, Arizona, you are high enough for snow. Tuesday through Thursday, several inches of snow possible as that western trough digs in. Prescott, Arizona, Monday through Wednesday, mid 50s, a bit cooler than the valleys. Tucson, Arizona, Monday through Wednesday, low to mid 70s. Very nice February weather.